The third season of the fantasy drama television series Game of Thrones premiered in the United States on HBO on March 31, 2013, and concluded on June 9, 2013. It was broadcast on Sunday at 9 p.m. in the United States, consisting of 10 episodes, each running approximately 50 to 60 minutes. The season is based roughly on the first half of Storm of Swords, the third of the Song of Ice and Fire novels by George R.R. Martin, of which the series is an adaptation. The series is adapted for television by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. HBO renewed the series for third season on April 10, 2012. 9 days after the second season's premiere. Production began in July 2012. The show was filmed primarily in Ireland, Northern Ireland, Croatia, Iceland and Morocco. The story takes place in fictional world, primarily upon continent called Westeros, with one storyline occurring on another continent to the east known as Essos. Like the novel, the season continues the storyline of the War of the Five Kings. After the death of Renly Baratheon, all four kings in Westeros believe they have claim to the Iron Throne, besides Robb Stark, who seeks vengeance for the death of his father, Lord Eddard Ned Stark. The season also features other storylines. Daenerys Targaryen continues to rise in power in Essos. Jon Snow goes undercover beyond the Wall. The other Stark children struggle to survive across the lands of Westeros. Game of Thrones features large ensemble cast, including Peter Dinklage, Nikolai Coster-Waldau, Lena Headey, Emilia Clarke and Kit Harington. The season introduced number of new cast members, including Diana Rigg, Saren Hines, Natalie Emmanuel and Ewan Reen. Critics praised the show's production values and cast. Viewership yet again rose compared to the previous season. It won of the 16 Emmy Awards for which it was nominated. It received nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor in Drama Series, Dinklage, Outstanding Supporting Actress in Drama Series, Clarke, and Outstanding Drama Series. It also won the Critics' Choice Television Award for Best Drama Series. Episodes cast. Main cast. Guest cast. The recurring actors listed here are those who appeared in Season 3. They are listed by the region in which they first appear. The musicians Will Champion of Coldplay and Gary Lightbody of Snow Patrol made cameo appearances, and Bart the Bear aka Little Bart was the bear that fought in the pit at Harrenhal. Production. Game of Thrones rapidly became critical and commercial success after it started airing in April 2011. Few days after ratings for the second season's premiere, The North Remembers hit series high of 8.3 million viewers. HBO announced the show's renewal for third season. Prior to that announcement, there had been rumors and reports that showrunners David Benioff and D.B. Weiss planned to shoot seasons 3 and 4 simultaneously. Benioff said that this would be very efficient, but impossible to write. The 10 episodes of the third season are longer than the previous seasons, about 54 or 57 minutes as opposed to about 52. The season's budget was reported to be around $50 million. Writing the third season is based on the first half of the novel Storm of Swords. Benioff had previously said that Storm of Swords would need to be adapted in 2 seasons on account of its length. Benioff and Weiss also noted that they thought of Game of Thrones as an adaptation of the series as whole, rather than of individual novels, which gave them the liberty to move scenes back and forth across novels according to the requirements of the screen adaptation. According to Benioff, the third season contains particularly memorable scene from Storm of Swords, the prospect of filming which was part of their motivation to adapt the novels for television in the first place. The writing credits for the third season now state written for television by, instead of the usual written by credit. Season saw the first significant use of the Valyrian languages, spoken in Doomed Valyria and its former colonies in Essos. The constructed languages were developed by linguist David J. Peterson based on the few words Martin invented for the novels. Peterson had previously developed the Dothraki language, used principally in Season 1. Casting the third season adds previously recurring actors Una Chaplin, Talisa Maguire, Joe Dempsey, Gendry, and Rose Leslie, Ygritte, to the series' main cast. After an absence of one season, David Bradley returns as Walder Frey, Ian McElhinney as Barristan Selmy, Peter Vaughan as Mester Eamon, Joseph Alton as Piper and Luke McEwan as Rast. Crew David Benioff and D.B. Weiss serve as main writers and showrunners for the third season. They co-wrote 7 out of 10 episodes. The remaining 3 episodes were written by Brian Cogman, Vanessa Taylor, and the author of Song of Ice and Fire, George R.R. Martin. Daniel Minahan, Alex Graves, Michelle McLaren, and David Nutter each directed 2 episodes. One further episode was directed by previous series cinematographer, Alex Sakharov, whereas another was co-directed by Benioff and Weiss, both making their directorial debuts, although only Benioff is credited for directing the episode. The filming of the third season began in early July 2012, and concluded with the wrap of the unit filming in Iceland on November 24, 2012. Filming in Iceland, for scenes in 5 of the season's 10 episodes, took place near Akureyri and Lake Mvyvatn. Dimmu Borgir was used as a location for Mance Rayder's Wildling Army Camp, and the Greyjoy Cave was used as establishing shot of Jon Snow and Ygritte in the cave, although most of the scene was filmed in the studio. The filming in Iceland lasted 8 days, as opposed to nearly a month for Season 2. Kit Harington, Jon Snow, broke an ankle in an accident in July, which required the Iceland shoots to be pushed back to give him time to heal, as well as the occasional use of body double. The production was again based in Belfast, Northern Ireland, and continued to receive support from the Northern Ireland Screen Fund. The production used various locations in Northern Ireland to film scenes in the North and the Riverlands. Gosford Castle in Armagh was used as the base for Rivrun Castle, home of House Tully. The production also returned to Dubrovnik in Croatia for scenes in King's Landing. Morocco, new location, was used to film Daenerys scenes in Essos such as the city of Astapor, for which locations in Eshira were used. Scene involving Liv Bear was filmed in Los Angeles. Music: the U.S. indie rock band The Hold Steady recorded The Bear and the Maiden Fair, ribald folk song from Martin's novels. The recording is played over the end credits of Episode 3, and the song is sung by Brienne and Jaime's captors in the same episode. Set to music by series composer Ramin Djawadi, the recording was released on 7-inch record on Record Store Day, April 20, 2013. The soundtrack for the season was released digitally on June 4, 2013, and on CD on July 2, 2013. Reception: critical response review aggregator Metacritic has score of 91.4. Season 3, indicating universal acclaim, based on 25 reviews. While the season finale, Missa, was generally well received, IGN's Matt Fowler stated, "Season may have stumbled slightly with its finale, but up until then it was thrilling and traumatic." Overall, he gave season September 10 rating. On Rotten Tomatoes, the third season has 96% approval rating from 44 critics with an average rating of 8.59 out of 10. The site's critical consensus reads, "Game of Thrones continues to deliver top-quality drama for adults, raising the stakes even higher and leaving viewers hungry for more." Ratings accolades for the 65th Primetime Emmy Awards. The third season received 16 nominations, including for Outstanding Drama Series, Peter Dinklage for Outstanding Supporting Actor in Drama Series, Emilia Clarke for Outstanding Supporting Actress in Drama Series, Diana Rigg for Outstanding Guest Actress in Drama Series, and David Benioff and D.B. Weiss for Outstanding Writing for Drama Series for the episode The Reigns of Castamere. That episode also won the 2014 Hugo Award for Best Dramatic Presentation, Short Form. Game of Thrones won the award for Outstanding Achievement in Drama for the 29th TCA Awards, and also received nomination for Program of the Year. For the 20th Screen Actors Guild Awards, the cast was nominated for Best Drama Ensemble, Peter Dinklage was nominated for Best Drama Actor, and the series won for Best Stunt Team. Release broadcast the day after the third season premiered in the US, it premiered in the United Kingdom on Sky Atlantic, in Australia on Foxtel, and in New Zealand on Soho Home Media. The third season was released on DVD and Blu-ray in region on February 18, 2014, February 18, 2014, in region on February 17, 2014, February 17, 2014, and in region on February 19, 2014, February 19, 2014. It was made available for purchase as digital download on the iTunes Store, in Australia only, in parallel to the US premiere. However, on May 14, 2013, Foxtel blocked the Australian iTunes Store from making the episodes available soon after they screened in the US. Season was reported to be the most infringed TV show via torrents during spring 2013, estimated to be 5.2 million downloads via BitTorrent. Copyright infringement. The third season of Game of Thrones was the most pirated TV series in 2013. References. External links. Game of Thrones Official US site Game of Thrones, Official UK site Game of Thrones, The Viewer's Guide on HBO.com, Making Game of Thrones on HBO.com, List of Game of Thrones episodes on IMDb, List of Game of Thrones episodes at TV.com, Game of Thrones season at Rotten Tomatoes.